What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode for the Ultimate Beginner's Guide. I'm Crazy Pickle, and today we're gonna talk about the last part for the Elder Gods, which is Cognition. The Cognition is the resource that you need to upgrade, to get it, to upgrade your nodes in your Elder God building right here. So this is the bar for the Cognition. It tells you how much you already made, if you made anything. If you're a new player, of course, it's gonna probably show 0 for you. For me, it shows 2.2 million Cognition already farmed, or I got it, whatever. So that's the only resource, and it doesn't show you anything anywhere in the bag, so it's gonna be exactly in the Hall of Elder Gods on that blue bar. The blue bar is the way it works. I'm probably told you, maybe not, but again, the way it works, you have to reach 100% in order to get one higher divinity point, and that point you can apply to nodes you wanted. And I already talked about how to unlock the Elder Gods, and I already talked about which Elder God you're gonna focus first, which is your Aspect of Mercy. The reason why is because of the reducing cost for the aspects, about the gold node that gives you edicts, and some other good stuff that gives boost to your character. So, and again, edicts right here, you get in those weekly, it's a 10 per week. You can store 20 in your bag, and you get the Scroll of Enlightenment, elixirs, Rune of Time, which is useless, and the another one is the Fluid of Incarnation, which I don't have it, but it looks like the square right here, just says Fluid of Incarnation. Anyway, we're talking about Cognition right now. So your main source, if you just starting out, you just became an Elder God, pretty much your main source will be Directives. Keep in mind that it's not gonna show you 2000 Cognition as it showed it for me, because I already have 3 Elder Gods form maxed. That's why it shows 2000. For you, I believe it's gonna be 1125, somewhere in that range, but definitely not less than 1000. So main source of Cognition will be Directives. Then at the point, if you're, for example, if you already maxed your Mercy, then you will have additional source, Scroll of Enlightenment, which you can convert 1000 points of Divine Deeds into 500 Cognition. If you don't know what the Divine Deeds are, it's the resource right here that you use for your Temple of Deeds in order to upgrade the buildings, but you can convert these items or these resources to the Cognition. So that's going to be the second source when you maxed your Mercy. And the last source, pretty much, well, there's a few last sources. Another source is going to be your distortions. Each distortions give you certain amount. Like first distortion will give you, for example, like 600 and something. Second distortion will give you 700 or 800 and something. And then the third one, so it's growing out, I think like about 9, almost 1000 for the last distortion. So it goes like 6, let's say 6, 8, and 9, and 1000, something like that. So, but that's gonna be another source if you're gonna be able to do the distortions with people. So if you don't, then wait until you get stronger when people can invite you, and you can do something here as well. So it only gives you once a day, so you don't have to do it multiple times, same distortion over and over again. As long as you can do first all the distortions once a day, then it's extra Cognition right there. Another source is, well, it also gives you Cognition, I believe, from the champ version of Avatar as well. I believe it only gives you, I don't think it gives you once a day. There is a certain reset time for it. I might be wrong, I never know, I don't know, but if you do the Avatar every day, tell me if it gives you once a day as well. But it's about also 1000. So another thing what you can do to boost your Cognition gain from like bosses, distortions and stuff like that, you can get the Cathedral seal. I think it calls Seal of Deeds. Let's see if I can find it right here in the Hall of Trophies. Hopefully I can. They should have just actually organized that thing a little bit better than it is right now. Seal of Deeds right here. So this is Seal of Deeds. It boosts your Cognition gain in invaded regions, distortions, and in battle against Avatar. So those three things will boost it by 30%, and it also boosts 30% bonus to divine deeds in all activities. So if you're using your god form in squad, group, party missions, invasion missions, it's gonna be that the amount of divine deeds you gain at the end will be boosted by 30%. So how it works, it also goes to your cathedral, and while you upgrading it, boom, you're getting it right here. And it only removes every new day, so you have to get it back every new day, and but you can get actually, you know, extra boost. I don't remember what's the price on it, but if you're a new player, I wouldn't bother with this at the moment. Just stick with whatever you can get without that bonus, and it's still good. And the last part where you get the most of the cognitions, which is also not easy to do, is your invaded region. At the moment we are at Gorgonite invasion, and we have Millen caves, and maybe I pronounced it right. Anyway, so you always have the invaded region for every invasion. So right now we're at Gorgonite right here. I'm in the invaded region right now, so as you can see it right here. So, and now what you do here is pretty simple. There is always some certain events that pops in certain times, like for example, you know, to destroy some kind of energy sources, you can see it right there. And you know, to defense the camps, or in the Gorgonite, it's a jammers, I believe. And so there is always something to defend, there is always something to kill. And then after that, when your resistance level reach 100, and you can see the resistance level on the top right corner with all other quests on the right side, when the resistance level reach 100%, then it will go to the final countdown. When the final countdown, you have like what, a minute maybe to wait, or 40 seconds, something like that, before the cognition bosses shows up. And every boss shows up in a different location. It will be marked as a yellow small circle where the bosses will appear. So obviously you're gonna have to have a lot of people, especially for Gorgonite invasion, to kill those bosses. Any other invasions a little bit easier than right now, but still you need people to actually kill the bosses. And what you do, you have to go your junior god first, so you have to use your junior god form first, and then transform to the elder god to kill the boss in your elder god form. Keep in mind that even if you, let's say, lost your elder god form and then you kill the boss, you will still get the cognition. And also, if you even lose, let's say, your elder god form, and then you lost your junior god form, and then you kill the boss, you will still get the cognition. The only way you can not get the cognition, if you die and then the boss get killed. So that's, I believe, the only way you're not gonna get cognition. And if you die and then bosses died and then you resurrect, you don't get anything. But I think that's pretty much all. So, and the amount is different because there is like 2 or 3, depends on the invasion. There's 2 or 3 or 4 stages. Each stage has a 3 minute. So in order to get the full amount of cognition, you have to kill all 4 bosses in the first 3 minutes. If you didn't do it in the first 3 minutes, then the second stage, the amount of cognition will be decreased. So it just keep going. Depends on how many stages each invasion has. If you didn't kill the bosses in this certain amount of stages, then you're not gonna get anything. Bosses will disappear and stuff like that. But I think that's all pretty much for this video, guys. It's not a lot, sources where you get the cognition from. And yeah, again, your main source as a new player will be directives. It's not going to be easy, but you have to try your best to get that cognition at least from the directives. When you maxed your mercy, start getting edicts and start using the scroll of enlightenment if you have a lot of deeds. So definitely save up your faith, and if you have a chance when you see the people doing cognition bosses, at least you can do it once, because without the mercy upgrade, that reducing your cost of faith you use to go elder god, you're gonna spend about 700 and something faith. So at least once, if you don't have a premium, you have 1,000 faith, you can keep it on your bar. So at least you can do it once. I wouldn't recommend to buy the Divine Ambulance to convert 100 faith into the Focus of Faith, unless you have a shitloads of Victor medals and you don't care, then go for it. You can store faith, and then when people do Cognition bosses, you can use it to do it multiple times. But if you don't, then you can at least do it once, and don't die, and you get your Cognition at least once. So it's still better than nothing, but it's up to you if you want to do it. I would probably just stick with the directive for now, and then just use the gods for just regular missions. Just use the faith for the regular missions to store those divine deeds as well, and that way when you have the mercy maxed, then you can go for the Edicts and get the conversion from deeds to Cognition. And yeah, I think that's all for this video, guys. If you still have any questions about this part, please leave them in the comment section down below. If I missed anything, please leave that in the comment section as well, and let other new players know if I missed anything for this part. And as always, don't forget to subscribe and activate notification. Don't forget to smash that like button, and follow me on Twitter, Discord, all the links you can find in the description. And until the next time, take care.